Hello, my name is Unbong Baek. I'm from Seoul, Korea. I'm a regular member of Angle Society, North Atlantic component. Today's my title is molar protraction and impacted third molar. This female is 17 years old. Her chief complaint is protrusion and crowding. At the debonding, her chief complaint was improved very much. But her first molar was severely decayed, so I extracted the first molar, and after that I installed the screw to this place and protected the second molar. After the second protection of the second molar, the third molar began to erupt like this, and at the debonding, the third molar was fully erupted and functioned very well. After 8 years, the third molar showed very stable state. I extracted the first molar and protected the second molar from the screw, and even in adult, the third molar root was not developed yet, but as the protection of the second molar, the third molar began to erupt and root was developed, and at the debonding, the root was completely developed and arranged parallelly, completely parallel. And 8 years after, the third molar functioned very well and remained stable. This is a years old female. Her chief complaint was open bite, protrusion, and crowding. At the debonding, her chief complaint was improved very much. Her first molar was severely decayed, and I extracted the first molar and protracted the second molar from the screw. In the initial state, the third molar impacted completely and did not show. But as the protection of the second molar, the third molar began to erupt like this, and at the debonding, it is fully erupted, and after 7 months, 7 years, it showed very much good state. I extracted the first molar like this, and initially angulated and impacted the third molar began to erupt like this, and after that I attached the bracket and controlled the angulation, and at the debonding, it showed complete root parallelism, and after 7 years, it remains stable. I will show more difficult case. This case was a 22 years old female. Her chief complaint was protrusion, crowding, and seizure bite on the left side, like this, complete seizure bite. Her first molar was missing, and third molar was completely very deeply impacted. This case was selected as the case of the month, Dio 2017, March. At first, the seizure bite was corrected like this using the posterior bite block. After fixation of the seizure bite, I extracted the bicuspid upper side, and in the lower side, I began to close the space and protect the second molar from this view. The first molar space was correct very much, but the impacted third molar didn't move yet. So I did the surgical opening procedure on the impacted third molar and attached the foot button. And after that, the third molar began to erupt, and I attached the bracket and controlled the angulation. At the debonding, her chief complaint improved very much, and the first molar missing space closed completely, and deeply impacted the third molar erupted very well and showed complete parallelism of root. As the protection of the second molar, it didn't move, and at that time I did surgical opening like this and controlled the angulation. At the debonding, it showed complete parallelism, and after 4 years, it remains very stable. I show you the movie about this infected third molar. After protection of second molar uh, and pulled the third molar and controlled the angulation. Next. At the 2015 in the Angle Society Nashville, and I became a regular member. This is the second third molar, initially infected third molar that I saved. Left side. About the molar protection, there are not so much research. This is the PubMed search. If you put the 운동 bag, there is 13 papers about molar protection. AJO, DO3, and also this 4, European Journal also this 1, JCO2, and the others. And also, I wrote a book about molar protection by English. Among these, this case was first molar missing, and at the debonding, the missing space was completely closed. This case was selected as the case of the month, AJDO 2012 June. This is a research original article about the angulation changes, spontaneous angulation change. As the molar protection, as the second molar protection, the third molar angulation changed without any appliances. This is about the research about the change of the spontaneous angulation change. This is selected as the case of is the issue of the month, AJDO 2019 August. This is papers and books that I wrote. She is a 6 years old female. Her chief she wanted the orthodontic correction of protrusion and crowding. But before coming to my clinic, she went to the implantologist and put the implant first. Is it right? No, it's not good. The orthodontic treatment should come first. My hope is every dental patient in the world should take the orthodontic exam first before any other dental treatment.